Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited. I have an awesome book for you on today. But before we get started, I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited. Well, today's story we're going to be reading is an old book we read about 9-10 months ago. I thought I'd read this book. No, we read it last year, February 1st, 2021. So guess what? We're going to read this book again. And this is one of our brothers, Mr. Rubin's, a really favorite book in the world. So today we're going to be reading the book Mr. Wrinkles, and guess what? We do have a guest on today with our book reading, Mr. Wrinkles. Guess who's going to be our guest for today? Mr. Wrinkles. We did have Baby Wrinkles too. Let's see. Yes, here is Baby Wrinkles. Let's see if we can get Baby Wrinkles up. Oh my goodness, there's Mr. Wrinkle and Baby Wrinkle. Wow, there they go, guys. We have two. So we have the book, Mr. Wrinkles and Baby Wrinkle. Look at that, Mr. Wrinkles and Baby Wrinkles. Well, we did start our sign lettering for this month of September. So today's letter we're going to be doing in sign language is the letter F. We have the capital F, F, and the small f. We have the capital F and the small f. So let's do the F in sign. So put our fingers up. Remember, we always put our hands up, guys. Make sure we exercise those fingers. You know, we don't want them to be stiff or anything. So let's put those fingers up. And we are going to form the letter F. So hands up. We're going to bend this finger right here. Take that thumb and pull across like this. So this is the letter F. This is the letter F. Let's do it one more time. Put those fingers up. Wiggle those fingers around. Wiggle them around. Get those, exercise those fingers. So we're going to be doing the letter F. This is the letter F. Let's try it one more time. The letter F. Now let's do the letter F without looking at the picture. Hands up. Bend this finger. The letter F is the letter we are doing today. So if you're right-handed, it's going to look like that. And if you're left-handed, it's going to look like that. This is the letter F. Now let's do it silently in our mind without seeing anything. Let's do the letter F in sign language. Great job if you did it right. So let's do it a couple of times. Good job. Well, we're not going to do the story time song. You can hear it playing in the background. Let's go ahead and get started with our bedtime story. So this is bedtime story time with Miss Doris on this evening. I'm so excited to share with you a story. Mr. Wrinkles. This is written by Robert Pierce, illustrated by Jacqueline Eves. By Robert Pierce, illustrated by Jacqueline Eves. Moms, dads, nanas, papas, go ahead and have a seat while we read a story on today. Mr. Wrinkles. Turn the music down just a tad bit. Mr. Wrinkles. Mr. Wrinkles was an elephant. And not just any elephant. He was the oldest, wisest elephant in all of Africa. He knew the names of all the other animals for miles around because let's not forget, an elephant never forgets. Mr. Wrinkles made the same long journey out of the watering hole each and every day. He spoke to all the brightly colored birds who told him about the things they had seen on their travels. They told him about the lions out on the plain and the crocodiles that were making a nuisance of themselves in the river again. He spoke to the giraffes and were already munching on their breakfast. It was their favorite Arcadia leaves. They told him about the morning before the sun had risen and were kind enough to share some of their leaves with him. Mr. Wrinkles enjoyed having his breakfast at the watering hole very, very much, but he could not stay long. He had to walk a long, long way to his friend, Mr. Cheetah. On his way, Mr. Wrinkles felt the ground move beneath him, and before he knew it, he was stuck in a big, big hole. Being wise, he did not panic. He knew that there must be a way out. He just had to think. He had a long, long look around to see who was there and move his legs a little. The hole was deep and cold and came up to his middle. After a few minutes, he decided to call out for help. Help me, he shouted. I am stuck in a hole and cannot move. He wiggled some more until finally he decided to stop and wait for someone to arrive. Very soon a tiny head appeared. It was a mermaid named Eddie. Hello, Mr. Wrinkles, said Eddie. I was just out playing with my brothers and my sisters, and I thought I heard something. Do you need a hand? I do, my friend, said Mr. Wrinkles. Could you help me get out of this hole, please? Just then another tiny head appeared, and then another and another and another, until it was completely surrounded by mermaids. Mr. Wrinkles knew all their names, but could not say hello to everyone. It would take far, far too long. Hello, everyone, he says. Please, could you help me? I am stuck. But how can we help you? You are so big, and we are so small, someone said. Don't you worry, Eddie said. I have an idea. There are lots and lots of us. We would find someone to get you out of there. Look at the little tiny mermaids. They were surely going to try and help him get out, but they had to seek for help elsewhere because Mr. Wrinkles was too big. Eddie and all his brothers and sisters began to spread out and search for help. It was not long before they had found 3 giraffes named Spot, Speckle, and Freckle, who were more than happy to help their old friend. The giraffes with their long necks each pulled a branch down from a nearby tree and told Mr. Wrinkles to hold on tight. He wrapped his trunk around the long branches, and with a heave and a roar, he pulled as hard as he could. But he moved only a little. They stopped to rest because it was a very, very, very hot day. As they tried to decide what to do, 100 birds of all different colors flew down from the bright sky to sit on his back. They flapped their wings with all their might to try to lift him, while he pulled again with his trunk and moved just a little bit more. A few hours later, Mr. Wrinkles was thinking he would never ever get out, But a big wild beast named Cleve with long, long pointy horns found the group. "Hello, Mr. Wrinkles," said Cleve. "I heard a horn bull saying that you were stuck. Can I offer you my assistance?" "Oh, yes, please, Cleve," said Mr. Wrinkles. "I would appreciate it very, very much." Excuse me. Cleve stood behind Mr. Wrinkles, and together they flapped and pulled and cheered and pushed until, without a shout and a roar, Mr. Wrinkles climbed out of the hole. There they go. They all worked and pushed together. Awesome job, guys. Mr. Wrinkle is a really, really happy elephant at the moment. Look at all of his friends. Thank you very much, my friends," he said. "You all are very, very special to me. I would not have been able to get out of the hole without each and every one of you working really, really hard together as a team." He looked at all the animals gathered around him and smiled. "My mermaid friends, even though you're small, there are many, many, many of you, and your voices spread the word of my problem far and wide. Spot, Speckle, and Freddie, your long necks help reach the highest branches for me to hold on to. My bird friends, even though you're not very, very strong, together your wings are stronger than the strongest lion. And finally, Cleve, my good wild beast friend, you are fast and strong." Excuse me. Thank you, everyone, for being such good friends. Even though all of you are different, you are very, very special indeed. This is a day I will never, ever forget. Mr. Wrinkles celebrated that evening with all his friends and thanked them and promised that he would always be there if they ever fell in a hole. The end. That was an awesome story we read on today, Mr. Wrinkles. I enjoyed reading you guys the story today. Hello, welcome to Storytime with Miss Doris. I enjoyed reading you guys an awesome story on today, Mr. Wrinkles, along with our Muppet friends today, Mr. Wrinkles. Well, guys, remember, if you're not feeling well, always let someone know that you're not feeling well, and guess what? They will take really good care of you. And when you're out and about and shopping around or having your favorite dessert, make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. We don't want you guys getting sick at all. So make sure that you are practicing safety first at all times. And when you approach those establishments that has the sign on the door that you must wear your mask, make sure, guys, you are wearing your mask. Don't take your mask off unless someone tells you to. Well, I enjoyed reading you guys a live story on today. And to those of you that are celebrating a birthday on today, happy birthday to you from Miss Doris at Storytime. And don't forget, do you remember what today's letter was? Remember, we're working on our alphabets in sign language. So today's letter was the letter F. And the letter F is like this in sign. So we have the capital F and the small f. So don't forget, the letter F was the letter that we did today in sign. Take care. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Enjoy your night. Have a good night's sleep. Take care. Don't forget to smile. See you guys on next week. Take care. God bless you all. Have an awesome day.